from my.
I'm going to record you. Girl, it's going to be fine.
I'm just messing. I don't care.
You said yes, make you the host?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's coming your way, friend. So you're going to be in charge.
Okie dokie. So that I don't have to wait for it when it comes.
Okay, it says it made you the host.
Cool beans. Good morning. How is everyone? Hope y'all are doing good today.
Hey, this is Senior Sales Director Mary Pyatt here.
Okay. Oh, that's definitely not it, friends. Oh, well. All right. So this morning, we are going to be talking about money. Isn't that a fun topic? And we are going to be talking about just a lot of different things that deal with money. And just so that y'all know, I have to give credit to number one, our area directors, because they just kind of gave me some things and downloaded some things into me to be able to pass on to you all. And then also I want to shout out Susan Shaw, who, if you're a part of Pacesetters, you know who she is. Some of this training is coming from her as well. So I can't take all the credit from it, but we are going to talk about money today. And I'm going to just kind of touch on, we're going to talk about some things to track our money. We're going to talk about recommendations for you to be able to split up your money with your Mary Kay business. And we're going to also talk about your mindset with your money, because hello, what we think is what we believe, and what we got to get our mindsets together about money, because what we don't want is for us to go into the rest of 2022 robbing Peter to pay Paul. We don't want to have debt building up. Your Mary Kay business should not be that. It should be bringing you money. It should be adding help to your families. And so, but there are things that we have to do in order to make sure that we are tracking our money correctly, because it's very easy, and it's just coming from experience, you guys. And I'm probably going to be preaching to myself today, because y'all know what you see is what you get. And that's probably, I was talking to Rebecca about it. It's one of my gifts, being transparent and being real with y'all. It's very easy to embezzle money from your Mary Kay business. Did you know that? And it's happened. I'm sure it's happened to some of you, because when that order comes in, when you got that order that comes in for that miracle set and it's $120 and something else is due, or you got groceries, or it's about to be a snowstorm outside and you got to go get something for the house, you're like, oh, great, I got $120. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't. And you need to be, that's part of being disciplined in our business. The IRS, we don't want that. We don't want them on our tails, right? So these are the things that I'm going to share with you today, so that you can make sure you are tracking your money correctly, so that you know how much of that $120 is yours and how much you need to put back into your business. These are some of the things that we're going to touch on today. So, let me get my stuff together. Okay. So like I said, what is your view on money? And let me tell you, so the Bible says in Proverbs 13:11, it says, wealth from get rich quick schemes quickly disappears, but wealth from hard work grows over time. And so that is why we have to make sure we are doing these things disciplined wise in our business, so that our wealth can grow over time, so that we can be 22 years in the game like Jenny and making $167,000. Hello, I'm trying to get there. I don't know about y'all. I don't know what your goals are, but whatever the goal is for your business. So shifting back, there are some money isms that we're going to kind of go through, and this is going to help me stay on track and not squirrel, because I know we are going to be pressed for time, and I'm going to let you guys know now. It's 11:52. I'm going to try to be done by 12:15, because we kind of went over a little bit with our pearls of sharing. So that is my timeline, and I'm looking at the clock, so y'all just hold me to that. So there are 7 Mary Kay isms. And if you want to write these down, and I'll also share, or if you just want to listen, that's cool too, because I will share this link that I got from Susan Shaw. We'll share it with all of you. And some of you might even already have this if you want to pull it up and follow along. So the first one is, when you take care of your money, more money can come. So what does that mean? That means when you work your business, a track number of your sales and expenses, all the things, a track number grows. So how are you tracking your business? Are you doing your weekly accomplishment sheet? Are you doing that? Are you like, do you know what a weekly accomplishment sheet is? Because I know some of us may be new. And if you don't, that is where we are going to start. And I'm going to share my screen with you on that. The video that I thought I had for it is like, it's not the right one. So we're gonna go through this old fashioned way. Let me show you the weekly accomplishment sheet. All right. I lost your faces. There you go. Share screen. All right. Can you guys see? Oh, that's my backsplash. Sorry. Keep going. You people are in the way. Move over to the other side. Sorry. Okay, so how do you get to your weekly accomplishment sheet? Your weekly accomplishment sheet is under business tools in your Mary Kay, InTouch. It's under business tools. You scroll to the very bottom. And let me tell you a little quick trick. There we have favorites, and you can add your weekly accomplishment sheets to your favorites. So when you go to your weekly accomplishment sheets, you're going to want to enter weekly accomplishments. And from here, this is where you're gonna have everything. So, and this is where your Mary Kay has made it easy for us, because I also need you, if you have not already, download the My Customers Plus app. That is the best way for you to track especially if you're new coming in, for you to, if you're older in your season, you got your own way, hey, do it the way you got. But I'm talking to the new folks with this. Download the My Customers Plus app. And that will be a good way for you to track your customers and track the things that they buy from you. And this will make it also easier for you to enter your weekly accomplishments. So when you're entering your weekly accomplishment sheet, you are going to just fill it out the way you see it on here. And when you have orders from your My Customers Plus, which I actually do have a few orders, but I haven't put them in on my Customers Plus. I told y'all I'm preaching to myself too today. They will come up under the My Customers Plus, My Customers order. They will come up under there. But if you don't, if they're not under there, you can manually enter them in. So you find the day. We're gonna do one really quickly. Say she bought on the 7th. And that's a good time frame. Her name is Jane Doe. And then the hours that you spent with her, maybe you had a virtual appointment with her and it lasted 30 minutes. Oh, not 30 hours, 0.5 for 30 minutes, y'all. She didn't have any other guests. You booked her for a sharing call. So you want to add that extra booking in there. You sold her a miracle set, an ultimate miracle set. So the number skincare sets is 1. And then you add in the sales minus tax. An ultimate miracle set is 178. She was a facial. And then you add the sales tax over here. 178 with the sales tax for my area is 1424. And then I might have given her, we're just gonna do this basic right now. I didn't give her anything free. She just bought it and I sent her on her merry way, and she's gonna follow up with me with a sharing call. And so there was no non-received sales tax, okay? So I add that. Down here at the bottom, it is going to show you it's gonna start tracking that. It's going to start tracking those numbers. And it's also gonna show you your year to date. It's gonna show you how over time, as you continue to track, as you continue to put in your orders, your reorders that you may have, all of the sales tax that you have spent. And when it comes tax time later on down the line, because that does come, you go back to your weekly accomplishment sheets. So we keep going to the next. You can, if you're very detailed, you can put in potential team members that you earned, that you interviewed, the number of new team members that you got, if you have actual appointments for next week. So and I encourage you, that's going to be part of your challenge. To go through this tab, this weekly accomplishment tab, because we said the very first thing we said is a track number grows. And as you track the things that you're doing in your business and you're wanting to progress in your business and get further in your business, as you're tracking these numbers, they are going to grow. You're going to see, and it also allows your sales director to be able to establish where we need to work with you most. You know, we always talk about Mary Kay being a skills-based business, and that means skills can be learned, okay? And so these skills that are helping you grow the money that we make in Mary Kay to whatever your goal is, these are the things that we need to dissect and look at so that we can make sure you're doing what you're supposed to. So it allows you to track all of the things, how many, if you order from the company that week, any section 2 things that you might have ordered. You keep going. You can put in your goals for next week. This is also a great way to communicate with your director on what your goals are for the next week, because these come into our where we can see them in one of our reports. So when you keep going, it tells you, I want to get to this one particular page, your earnings. So for that week, this is what you really need to know, because this is what tells you how to write your paycheck. Hello. So if I had one sale last week, I only did one facial last week, and it was $178. Now you see that this says 40%. You're probably like, Janae, what is that? So we encourage you in Mary Kay to do a 60-40 split. Now you're probably like, but I make 50% on the product. Yes, you do. However, there are some things that there are sales aids that you're gonna need. There are business expenses that you may have, and those things have to come out of your profit. And so what we tell you to do, what we encourage you to do, is do a 60-40 split. 40%, and this is from Mary Kay, not from us, just as directors. Mary Kay encourages this. You take 40% profit of your sale, 10% kind of goes into a little slush fund in your separate bank account that you should all have, because that's a part of your new consultant training. We should all be keeping our Mary Kay money separate. But 40% goes into your checking account. That's what you write your check for. The 60%, 50% goes to pay for the product. The sales tax goes with the product, because Mary Kay was smart. We don't have to worry about all of that. And then 10% goes into a slush fund. Now that slush fund may be for more books, any section 2 things that you have or need, applicators for our appointments. It could be saving up a slush fund for a career conference. You know, we have that registration that comes about. We also have seminar coming up. That is what that 10% is for, so that you don't have to pull from your household funds to support your Mary Kay business. But we don't know those things if we're not tracking them correctly. So this page is definitely important because it tells you how much you made. So from that, it tells me that my weekly earnings from that $178 is $71.20. So I can write my check for $71.20, and that is what I can take to go to a grocery store to go buy what I need for my family right then and there. Okay. And if you're ever in doubt, you can do the numbers real quickly. But I just encourage you, and like I said, I am preaching to the choir. I encourage you, I'm preaching to myself, to do that for each of your sales. Make sure you input this weekly, because that is the only way that you are no longer going to fear your money, and you will overcome those things and be able to have that track number grow. So when you move on to next, it just gives you a summary. It tells you who to send it to, and then it submit my weekly accomplishment sheet, and then it is sent to your sales director. So that is how we track our money in Mary Kay. That is how we know how much to pay ourselves in Mary Kay. Hold on, let me pull my note back up. Okay, and that took me through, with the Mary Kay isms, that took me through a track number growth, and simple is the best way to track. And if everything is in one spot, it's no brainer. Where do I track this? What do I put this on? You know, where did I put that piece of paper that I was tracking my sales? We don't want those. If you go right there, Mary Kay has it for you to track it. And if you have any questions, I just want to get through everything, but write them in the chat, because I feel like some of you have questions on your faces, and I just want you to be able to share those questions or say what you need to say or whatever, and I'll answer them at the end. Okay. Another thing that I want to share with you about your Mary Kay money isms. Number 4, it says inventory helps you in multiple ways. Now, inventory, believe it or not, especially I've been a tax pro, In the tax world, it's an asset. It is not, it's not something to be feared. And I'm not sure where all of you are because we're all together, but inventory helps you to make more money. Hello. Inventory, when you have something on hand, it allows you to capture that sale right there. Let me tell you, if you didn't know, cosmetics are an emotional buy. Can we be honest? We're all women. They are an emotional buy. And if you go into the store and you're like, when you go to grab that one eyeliner, if you see a new mascara right next to you, you might be willing to try it. Or maybe you see the little billboard, you know how they have like little things in the makeup section or whatever of different stuff. Well, then if you look, you're like, oh, I'm gonna try that mascara. But then you look down on the shelf and it's not there. And you're like, oh, well, I guess I ain't gonna try that today. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm not coming back again because I got another one at home. Same thing with your Mary Kay business. I will never forget the very first time I went into Jenny's office, and this, I guarantee you, y'all, birds of a feather flock together. And with you, whoever your Mary Kay mama is, whether it's Jenny, Janelle, Rebecca, I guarantee you what you have probably looks similar to what they have or what you saw first. Because when I saw her bookshelves, I was like, it's a store. All I need is and that's what she told me. She was like, I just give them the bag and they go look and see what they want. And they just, sometimes they put more things in the bag. And I was like, and then here we are. I got a store. You see what I'm saying? And then I look at my girls. I see Janique was not on here, but even in her office, she has shelves, you know, and her product are displayed. And so that is what we want to provide for our customers. Hello, whether your store is one shelf, because we all have different goals, or whether it's 3 with another small one over to the side. You know, it doesn't matter, but you have the opportunity to capture those emotional buys, which will in return help you make more money. Hello. And then, hey, baby shells, I started with I started with 2 boxes when I was in Colorado. And then I moved to 4 boxes and they sat right under my island. And then when we moved, then I got a little cabinet. It was like a little cabinet, y'all. You remember that white cabinet in my house, JR, in my kitchen? It was like a little leany and it looked a little po. That was my very first inventory shelf. And then I moved to a bigger cabinet. And then I moved to a shelf and now I have 3. So it grows over time. But let me tell you, especially new consultants, you are in the prime of your life, okay? Your Mary Kay life. In the first 4 months of the company, of you being in the company, they give you the opportunity to grow you a shelf, okay? And grow it at a way that will benefit you in the long run. Back in the day, and I feel like I can say that now because it wasn't like that back then. Okay, we had a whole nother starter kit bag and everything. So I'm gonna say my back in the day. Back in the day, everything had to go into the first order for you to get all the max bonuses. Okay, and it wasn't no build to 600 and be considered qualified. It was you do it right then or there, or it's a wrap. Sorry. So what did I do? I did it right then and there. But geez Louise, ask my mom. I was like, do I do this? And let me tell you, I thought they were gonna wheel it all in on some 2-wheelers, that 600 order I had, and it came in 2 boxes. But now Mary Kay is opening it up to where you can maximize being a new consultant. The Great Start program is hands down the best program for you to be able to even make 100% profit on the things that you're earning from the company. Hello, they're giving you a double. You know what I'm saying? Not just the 50, not just your 40%, sis, you're going to get 80 on that, okay? Like you're going to get that extra from the company. And so that Great Start program, if you have not been a consultant, if you signed up, even just in 2022 alone, and I want to say we're in March, so December through now, ask your consultant, ask your director to dissect that Great Start program with you, because that is the way. And even if you don't do it in your first order, we can still build up to it. We can do it to get you active and then get you going in your business so that you have more coming in and you can still reap the benefits of those programs. Because even if you don't do it in your first order, don't know if you know that or not, you can still get bonuses. You can still get bonuses once you hit that 600 cumulative order, and then you're considered qualified. And not only are they helping on that side for you to sell this product, this amazing product we have, but it's also helping you on the team building side with the Great Start program. When you add people to your team, coming right out the gate, number one, you get a bonus from Mary Kay if they are qualified, which is more money in your pocket. Number two, you get extra product. They're giving you, they're just throwing product at y'all. And we just be wanting y'all to catch it, okay? We just be wanting y'all to catch it and not let it smack you. Don't smack you and hit the ground. We want to catch it and take it in and make the touchdown, okay? I don't know where that analogy came from, sorry. So inventory is always very helpful. And then number 5 is taxes can be your friend. With your Mary Kay business, Jenny mentioned it earlier, shipping, it's a deduction. A part of my house, it's a deduction. A part of my cell phone, y'all know I had broke my phone a couple of months ago and I had to go the very next day, because I did it on a Sunday, to get a new phone because we can't live without our phones. We simply cannot. Our business does not thrive. But I was having to do this because it was so cracked. And I was like, I can't do this. I've got to go get another phone. Well, that's a deduction. When you move, Army friends, because I've got y'all some here, it's a deduction. You are moving your business from one location to another. Hello, the same things that you get back in your taxes from the home side with moving, you get on your Schedule C as well, okay? So taxes can be your friend, but I heard Christian Sharp say this, I can't even say she said it and I can't even say it right, but it was like, no representation, no deduction or something. You have to track it. I saw Paula say something similar to it, but you have to track it. You cannot get those things back on your tax if you don't track it. And that is where your weekly accomplishment sheet comes into play. Hello, Mary Kay tracks your Section 2 things. So you have to make sure, maybe that's the one thing that you have in a notebook or something, that just the different things that you need to track. Taxes are your friend. Don't let them scare you, because we can get money back. You can get lots of money back with your taxes. Or not, let me not say that, not lots of money back, but you can take what you owe down. There we go. Let me say that, because we do still have to pay taxes on our sales, right? When we do still have a self-employment business tax that we have to pay. But that number, say you sell 100,000 in 1 year, I don't know, 50,000 in 1 year. You don't want to pay taxes on 50,000. So your deductions come into play and bring that 50,000 down to maybe like 8. And that's where we do good. So sorry, that's a whole ramble. But anyway, number 6, only when you know your dreams can you fund them. You got to write down your goals. You got to know what you're working towards. You got to know, so that we know how to help you track and get your Mary Kay business there. Mary Kay is the vehicle to get to our goals and our dreams. Okay. Even in the process of becoming a national, like, there are reasons why some of us want to be a national, you know what I'm saying? And so we're here in the journey to get there, okay? If your goal is to make X amount of money a month, let your sales director make you a plan to say, okay, you need to work 2 appointment times a week. You know, you need to see so many faces a week. And then that is how we help keep you in line with your goals and your dreams. Mary Kay is the vehicle, okay? It's just the vehicle. It seems like all we do is eat, sleep, breathe, poop, sprinkles, but it is the it is the vehicle to get to our goals and our dreams. My goals are different from yours. Jenny, she has different reasons for wanting to be in the position that she's in, making the money that she's in. Mine are different. Rebecca's are different. All of us are different, all of us are different, but we all can get there through our Mary Kay business. And then number 7, it's not the hours, but the perspective that matters the most. You can work Mary Kay as a hobby and get paid as a hobby, or you can work Mary Kay as a business with a business perspective and get paid as a business. I think that has, for me personally, it has been a shift for me, being a new sales director again, and having to shift my way of working, because now, like, y'all, let's be honest, Jenny's just awesome. She's awesome in her communication. I give her that. And that was the one thing that I'm like, my girls used to see a lot of stuff, it was in their face. And I'm seeing now, and I asked them and they're like, you don't appreciate it when you have it, but when it's gone, you miss it. I'll say that, because they're like, no, Janae, I need those reminders. No, I need this reminder. And they need it so that they can help shift their business perspective, because they want more things. They don't want to work it as a hobby. And so I just hope that you have the right mindset. And if you don't, and you're not where you want to be in your Mary Kay, check that first. Check your mental, because your mental will then, your heart will follow what you're thinking, and you'll do what you're thinking. And so that is our 7 Mary Kay isms, along with our money training that we had for this morning. I'm checking my notes, make sure I ain't missing nothing else. I showed you about the Mary Kay weekly accomplishment sheet, and we talked about Great Start. So we have 2 minutes. Does anybody have any questions? I know I went over a lot. I hope you had your pens ready. I'm glad she recorded so you can go back, and I learned from the best. She be talking fast, so she taught me how to talk fast.
We do have it recorded. That was amazing training, Janae. It was really good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Does anybody have anything that they're like, I don't know what that is, or I'm gonna need some extra help, shift, anything? Got questions? That's your money download for the month.
I know. I think sometimes we all make it too hard, right? We're thinking too many things in our head, and it really is a simple, it's never, nothing's ever easy. I think you always put effort in things, but so I never like saying things are easy, because you put effort, right? But simple, it's very simple business.
How many of you on here are really glad you never went to prison from embezzling from your Mary Kay business? Because in the real world, we would.
Sweet mother pearl.
But now you know.
I would have been locked up for a good 20 years, y'all. Let me tell you, it's a work in progress, but we are getting better every day. So.
Yes, but I think, like Janae said, we just have to treat it with the same respect we would if we worked for someone else.
Yeah.
I would have gone to prison a couple times too.
Me too.
Look, sometimes
y'all would have.
Gotta go get them pull-ups. Them pull-ups we add up.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I love that. Yeah, I think it was good just showing. Yeah, Jessica.
Well, so what we'll do is, Jessica, you just said this should be the first training. We will sometimes, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So you've heard this information from different people. We've offered it many times, but maybe you missed it. So you just got to keep showing up to things. So you'll hear it again. But Janae, what a great job you did presenting that information
Very,
today.
very
and it
good,
is,
Janae.
yes, so good. Oh, I was going to say though, is this is going to be on repeat. So every Saturday we're going to have basic training like this, and then next month it'll be on repeat. So you don't want to miss them.
Janae, Kim asked a question.
So when you take out a loan, while you're paying that loan back, that loan is coming out of your 40%.
Yeah,
because
it comes out of your profit.
Yeah, because it's your responsibility to pay that back, so that it comes out of your 40%.
That motivated me. And I wanted to be debt free, so I used all of my 40% to pay that, because I didn't need that right then. So I paid my loan off in 3 months. You don't have to do that. It's not even the smartest thing to do, because you get to deduct your interest. And Mary Kay, that credit card they have, it's 0% for an entire year. So you can take a whole year to pay it off.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And that is where you have to be. That's that discipline mindset. Because squirrel is not that easy for me. So for those that it's not easy for, even if it's asking your recruiter or something to help you to track, because that's also teaching your recruiter leadership. If your recruiter is open for that, if she's not, ask your director, or ask. I don't know if you're married or not, but that might be somewhere. Like, I've asked my husband a number of times. I'm like, bro, I need you to keep me on track for this. Like, I need you to ask me about my sales. I need you to say, Janae, how much did you make this week, so that I can in return be like, I got to figure it out. Let me do it real quick. So whatever way you work, whatever way your personality is, find a way to make sure you stay on track of that.
Yeah. And I hate doing my weekly accomplishment sheet, but I do it because that's how you know how to pay yourself. Like Jenny said.
I want money every week.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm old school. I still love writing myself a check. It's so dumb, but I really do. On Friday, if I sold some stuff, I do my weekly accomplishment sheet, I get a check, just like I'm my boss. I'm like, here, good job. If I don't, it's a really sad day. If I haven't sold anything, I'm like, what, no paycheck from me?
I know. I need to
It's
start. I need to get
exciting.
like that. That's very smart because my brain would work like that. So your challenge for the next,
So yeah,
I want to say for the next month, but I'll say for the rest of this because you still got 3 because a week's just now ending. For the rest of this month, you have to do your weekly accomplishment sheet every week. Like every week. And that's 3 weeks. So that's 3 accomplishment sheets and that's over 21 days. So it starts you on your way to building that good habit. But we have to do, and y'all better text me or ask me or something. Janae, did you do your weekly accomplishment sheet? Because I'm gonna be right there in there with y'all. I am committed to doing mine for the rest of the month of March. Okay. We're gonna be committed to doing our weekly accomplishment sheet so that in hopes that we can go through April through December already just doing them.
Yes. Yes. Thank you all for being on today, having such great guests on, and Janae for teaching and filling your cup Saturday morning as we begin. And it's double credit month, girls. So many of you could have just signed up even and not have anything in yet and could do Princess Court for the Go Give area. The company gives you gifts too. There's so many things that maximize this month. So take a little, I know sometimes we don't want to do math, but take a little time this weekend too and look at where you are. Like, what could I max out this month? And then what would it look like the next 3 to finish, I don't know, in your top unit court? Maybe the company Princess Court. Maybe you want to walk across stage, whatever that is. Who could you share with? Everybody needs extra money right now. There is not, I don't care if they're millionaires. Gas prices are the same for them. So groceries to get everything. Inflation's crazy right now. And who could you share with that you don't know could maybe be struggling or need these girlfriends or, might need this extra income or this savings or the tax perks. So sometimes these trainings just help open our eyes a little bit bigger. And it's, I always tell myself, don't be selfish. Don't make judgments for them. I'm not qualified to make an executive decision for anybody, for anything. Just ask and let them decide. But everyone's getting tax money. But well, I don't know if everyone's getting tax money back, but they're spending right now. I can tell you that. So I think because some have gotten their tax money, but customers are blowing up my phone. So reach out to your people. Do they know about the new boosters? Do they know? I sent a private message to about 50 customers. You all saw my Facebook posts. It's people are getting the things to take care of themselves right now. So make sure they know they can get them with you. And I hope you all have a great Saturday.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Janae.
Thank you, ladies. That was awesome.
Bye.
Ladies.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.